Welcome back to my channel. Friends, before I start this video, I request you to please subscribe to my channel, like and share it, and please do not forget to press the bell icon for future notifications. Today's video is about one of the attractive destinations for tourists, a very popular village, which is beautiful, unique, historical, and traditional, as compared to other places in Turkey. While entering the village, you can have a panoramic view. The name of this village is Sirince, which means cute in Turkish. It has its own history, beautiful surroundings, delicious food, and above all, people are very hospitable and welcoming. It is hard to reach Sirince village, since it is remotely located. There are no issues if you have a car. Otherwise, there are daily minibuses going from Selcuk to Sirince. It takes about 30 minutes. Finding places to stay is also not difficult. There are many hotels, boutique hotels, and rooms available at affordable prices. So, if you are looking for a place to get away from the tourist trail in Turkey, Sirince is a laid-back village located on the mountain. It is one of the most beautiful places to visit in Turkey. So, welcome to the village, where life only seems to move at a slow pace. The first thing we did when we arrived in Sirince was to walk to explore the surroundings of the village. The countryside around Sirince was pretty, and we walked among olive trees, fruit trees, cherries, peaches, and vines. We understand better now where the village's reputation comes from, and all the products that are sold in its alleys. Sirince village is quite touristy, especially during the day, when quite a few big buses arrive directly from Kusadasi and Selcuk for a few hours. The narrow cobbled stone streets of Sirince are lined with shops where you can buy all the locally produced products. Take home some wine, olive oil, or handicrafts from one of the many souvenir shops, and this way support local businesses. Souvenir shopping in Sirince is very affordable.
The village lies across a hill, about 12 kilometers from the ancient city of Ephesus, 85 kilometers away from Izmir proper, and only about 15 kilometers from Selcuk. The architecture is truly special, and a few houses have been opened to the public to allow them to admire it up close and get a sense of the architectural history of the village. Any new building is required to align with the aesthetic of the village, which is under preservation. Its location on a hill and its fertile fields have made it a haven for vineyards, olive orchards, amazing peaches, figs, apples, walnuts, and more. The lush greenery of the natural setting of Sirince is complemented beautifully by the two-story architecture of the buildings in the village. From afar, the village looks like a painting, and its homes are enchanting. The homes are connected through windy, cobbled streets that are narrow and make you feel like you're traveling back in time to a world before cars and modern industry. The narrow city streets are preserved as well by the prohibition of vehicles in the city center. So, one has to walk on foot to roam around this village. Sirince is so well known for fresh produce, it's no surprise that the food you'll eat here is notable. The village breakfast is some of the best Turkish breakfasts you'll ever eat, with an endless array of cheeses, olives, tomatoes, cucumbers, jams, and more. Local herbs are used in many of the more substantial meals picked from the hills, and often cooked using local olive oil. The Sirince has a great market in the form of local bazaars. Naturally, the foodstuffs present here are unbeatable. The freshest and most delicious produce imaginable is available at every stall you look. Feel free to try a piece of fruit from one of the sellers. They'll typically let you try anything before you buy. The bazaar in this village has amazing trinkets, souvenirs, jewelry, soaps, dried fruit, and handmade clothing. Turkish coffee is brewed using a pan filled with sand that's then heated over an open flame. The sand lets the cups on the surface stay warm, and the heat used for brewing the coffee is adjusted using the depth of the coffee in the sand. The coffee is heated up on the hot sand. This method is local and traditional, and makes the coffee taste strong, thick, and delicious.
Here, we entered a restaurant to get ourselves re-energized and fresh. Saw a chaff cutter machine, and thought I should give it a try. Man, it was not easy. Anyway, the lemonade was the best here. We took a couple of glasses that refreshed us well and kept us hydrated. The main source of income for the people is tourism. A lot of village homeowners converted their homes into restaurants, hotels, and shops. Visitors can also find lots of herbal products, such as lavender teas, sage, bay leaves, olive oil soap bars, and olive oil lotions. Sirince has approximately 700 remaining inhabitants, but still, it is a very quiet, sleepy but cute village. It has narrow streets, local shops, traditional houses, wines, and local agriculture. One can also visit to taste wine in the wineries. Plenty of them are there. As I said, Sirince is famous for its wine culture, so visiting one of the wineries for a tasting is a great thing to do. Sirince is also famous for its fruity wines, and you will find wines made from every fruit that you can imagine, for example, raspberries, peaches, melons, apples, and many more. You must try at least some of them. Even if it is not to your taste, you will be surprised. If you are interested in hiking, why not go and get it? Go and get lost in one of the many wine fields, walk in and between olive and fruit trees, and find your path up to one of the many surrounding hills around Sirince. Hike up to watch a magical sunset over the village. There are plenty of restaurants, eateries, and cafes, located at every nook and corner. Some of them are very popular, such as Sirince Restaurant, which has reasonable rates, and it is a charming restaurant with nice views, lovely staff, and delicious food. An even more charming place to visit in Sirince is the Artemis Restaurant. It has even better views than the Sirince Restaurant. I only came to sip a Turkish tea, but when I saw the breakfast served at this place, I had to order some too, and it was wonderful. This place is recommended for breakfast or lunch for sure. Okay. There are 2 abandoned Greek Orthodox churches from the 19th century that one can visit. This is the view from the courtyard of the church, looking stunningly beautiful. It was nice to see churches, besides the mosques, since it is a predominantly Muslim country. Throughout history, many Greek Orthodox settled in this mountain village, and that culture can be traced while walking through the lanes and by lanes of the village. When you enter the church, you will see that it is kept well preserved, and look at the walls and the interior. They are very beautiful. Besides, visiting St. John Baptist Church, tourists also visit the House of the Virgin Mary, which is another tourist attraction. One can also visit to taste wine in the wineries. Plenty of them are there. There was a small fountain where these people were gathered called the Fountain of Luck. Throw a coin and make a wish. It will be fulfilled, as this lady takes out a coin and throws it in the pound. I really do not know what she wished.
Okay. When the sun starts settling down, tourists need to stroll through this charming little village. At night, which is a must-do thing. You will find all the terraces filled, with tourists having a drink and enjoying themselves. Pick your spot, listen to live music, and sit back to relax and enjoy people watching. In the evening, the village regains its tranquility, and it is nice to stroll through its streets to enjoy the beautiful lights. That's why I recommend that you sleep in Sirince and avoid coming only for the day. Just enjoy some aerial views of the village from here, and we will walk out of the village from this lane, passing through some more shops, restaurants, and cafes. I forgot to tell you that if you have a car, nothing to worry about, there is plenty of parking. And, with this, the tour of Sirince village comes to an end. Before leaving, I want to request you to please subscribe to my channel, like, and share it with your friends and family. So, please take good care of yourselves, stay safe and healthy, and goodbye.